Going on, every ed enjoyer out there, hope you're doing well. So in this video, as the title persists, I'm gonna be going over why I don't think ed is going to be seen too much at the highest level of play. So the main reason why I don't think this character will be seen at a high level of play is because he is more so of a character specialist. You know, he's a character specialist's dream. But a lot of people, when they play this game, they're looking to dual main. Unfortunately, this character, number one, he has flaws, which is fine. I think characters should have flaws. That's perfectly fine. With that being said, I feel as though because he has flaws and he's not an easy top tier to see, people have more issues with this, okay? So with that being said, what flaws does he have? I think one of the most prominent faults that he has is this. This joint is booty cheeks, okay? Let's go over why is booty cheeks. Can't drive rush cancel off of this. Also, you can't special out of it, okay? So, but you do have stand jab, so this is okay, right? You might think you could do something like that, right? But here's the issue. Sometimes if you're at a wrong range, it will whiff. It's not guaranteed to hit. So sometimes you might have to go for one jab, right? And kind of go for that routing instead of going for the usual crouching. And then the reason why having two hits is important is because you're able to kind of hit confirm a lot more consistently. Granted, there are some players who can hit confirm very easily, like off the cuff, you know what I mean, like one hit, and they can acknowledge the fact that they've hit somebody off of a singular hit and drive rush off of it, but this is not everyone, right? So with that being said, being able to drive rush cancel this is super important for play, right? The next thing that he has is that, let's talk about his DP situation, okay? While it is decent, it doesn't go, the light one doesn't go too far, and you can anti-air people pretty consistently. The only issue is because it's 10 frames, you have the margin for error for this anti-air DP is a lot smaller, okay? So when you try and go for it, sometimes you might be too slow. As a result, they might be able to land, and you essentially have to be on your P's and Q's like the entire time in order to get it off. Now, some people might be arguing, how come you just don't do this and this? Oh, it's on repeat. Apologies. We do not want repeat. Oh. So when they jump out like this, and you're +9 and in their face. So you might be asking, why not just go for that option all the time? Is namely because you kind of want to knock them down and get like a hard knockdown. People prefer hard knockdowns over soft ones. You know what I mean? If you do this, you're right there, and then you can dash or whatever have you. This is just like the better answer between the two. And you're +17 in their face again, right? As opposed to +8 or +9, I believe, in their face, or +7, depending on the height, and it's always variable. Versus if you get the anti-air DP, it is not variable at all. Okay, so the next thing that you want to consider is the fact that, granted, he does have amazing whiff punishing game, especially with his kick normals. With that being said, it can be a little bit jarring when it comes to dealing with lows. Granted, you have this and you have this and you have this, but these, like we mentioned before, this is not really drive rush cancelable. This is drive rush cancelable, but ideally you want something a little bit faster, something like maybe 6 frames, right? To just so that you can catch people walking out. And granted, now don't get me wrong, this button is pretty good. I do think this button is pretty good. I just feel like on the scale of people who have low forward drive rush, this can't really compete at the same level. That's all I'm saying. So all this to say that it takes a certain level of merit, a certain type of person in order to run this character and run this character well, okay? And it takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of effort. And all this to say the fact that when it comes to picking up a new character, you want to pick up a new character and know that whatever you're going to put into the character is going to be returned. But with this character, it's not guaranteed. Because he has flaws, you always have to consider the fact that maybe his flaws will allow you to lose, right? You don't want to go and pay like $1,000+ to go somewhere to pick Ed and possibly lose, when you can just, you know what I mean, go here and then just go to this guy, right? Just go to this guy and guarantee that you're not gonna lose because of your character, right? Might as well just do this. This is why I say we're not going to see him too often, is because this is just a safe pick. We want to choose the safe pick. We don't want to choose the pick that's difficult. We don't want to choose something that there is a risk of you losing on account of your character choice. No one wants to lose on account of their character choice, at least at the highest level of play. So these are the main reasons why we're probably not going to see too much of him. Unless we find some crazy insane tech that, like, no matter what the situation is, we're just gonna cook for free, right? But even then, like, we have a character such as this that has, you know, the win condition. You knock them down. Oh, sorry. You knock them down and then you back up and then you activate your win. Oh my goodness. Please. I'm not crazy. I know it's kick. I was pressing punch. I was wondering why I was looking online. So you press this thing gives you Oki, it gives you pressure, it gives you damage, it does everything you'd want it to do. Right? Regardless of the hit, like if you get hit by this, you get enhanced win. Like, no matter what the situation is, you get value out of this. Even if they block it, you still get enhanced win options. And even though this is an incredibly strong option, because this character also has flaws, aka, you know, a little bit more of a stubby normal. He doesn't have the best of normals, right? And even then, with this character and all this character can do, this character isn't seen all that much, right? Especially we only have like what, 1 or 2 representatives NA, and then maybe 1 or 2 representatives in Asia, and then that's pretty much it, right? Even though this character is insane, we all know this character is insane, but people still don't choose it, right? So these are things that you probably should keep in mind, why this character will probably not get chosen all that much. Anyways, let me know in your opinions down below in the comments below. Do you think that we'll see a lot of Ed? I personally don't, but I'm open to hearing arguments otherwise. So let me know down below, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.